and welcome to episode 28 of Life with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me. My voice is a little bit hit and miss, so please bear with me. I'm better than last week, but still a bit ugh. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Please let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments, because I love to chit chat after the show and just say hi to people. And I can already see Aaron, thank you so much for coming. We've got Diana Londonio. Thank you, my lovely. I really, really hope you enjoy today's show. But just for those who might not know who I am Dr. Nupi, aka the Glitter Practitioner. I am a physician, a general practitioner in the UK, and I am also a spiritual and transformation life coach. And my passion really lies in empowering my patients or my clients to truly understand their whole self-health needs, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. Recognize when they are out of balance, how the body might be talking to you, or the mind for that matter, and that connection between. And really the sharing how to realign your baseline needs, and also then how to keep them topped up and replenished. Because when you're in alignment with yourself, with the world around you, with others, with heart-centered connection, that's the magic. That's when the glitter starts to flow and anything is possible, really. I have a brand story which Devin James Stinson, who is literally on fire with his talent at the minute, created. And I think the best way to give you a feeling what it might be like to work with me as your coach, be it for one session, 2 sessions, or the whole program, I think my brand story really does capture that essence. It's beautiful and it always makes me cry. So, my wonderful Mr. Producer, please can we have the brand story? I hope. Yes.
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Nupi Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Nupi Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
I love it. I always love it. I always say the same thing every week as well. But if you are feeling frazzled, exhausted, just in a tizzle, please reach out. My Calendly link is all over LinkedIn, basically, but reach out. That's what I'm here for, to support you. And I think without further ado, I'm going to bring on my guest, Oxana Ormonova. And I'm so excited for this episode, seriously, because it's everything that I love. It's healing, it's spirituality and medicine. And I think without further ado, hold on, Mr. Producer, where have my shells gone? Oh, for heaven's sake, I had them out. Oh, there they are. Sorry. Okay, I'm ready now, Mr. Producer. Please welcome Oxana.
Hello.
Look.
I love it.
Shells, catfish shells, and
magical
presto,
shells.
magical shells indeed, and all colours of the ocean. And I wore this pashmina today, this scarf, to remind you. Well, you're there in Hawaii, but for me to remind me of where you are.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Nupi. So happy to be here. And
thank you so
again.
much. And it's an absolute honour, honestly. And tell everybody just a little bit about yourself, what you do. The floor is yours, my wonderful lady.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm a physician, and I'm also clairvoyant and spiritual healer and spiritual teacher. I was born in Tuva, near Mongolia, and grew up in Siberia. And since I was a child, I was very sensitive, and I was also very intuitive.
Mm.
And my mom was a physician, and I used to make rounds with her in a hospital when I was just 4 years old.
Oh,
yes, I still remember those days. And all what I wanted to do was to heal people. Yeah. So I went to medical school because this was the outlet I thought the only way for me to help people and heal people. And I pretty much been healing people since I was a child. But when I was a child, I didn't know that. So that I was healing everybody around me. And I grew up as a sick child because I was taking on everybody else's energy around me. So I didn't know how to not to take it on. Mm-hmm. And even when I was in medical school, after I would be done with my lectures, I will go to clinic and put my hands on people to heal them, and they would get better. Their pain will go away, and I would get home, and I would be just exhausted, right? So I was taking all that energy. Mm. So, and you probably can relate to that, right? So you're yes. Healer yourself.
Yes, I can.
And and I worked as a hospitalist for many, many years, 20 years, around 20 years. And doing my, again, spiritual healing, my intuitive coaching. And in the last couple of years, I transitioned doing it full time. Wow. So, and it's my greatest joy, again, helping people, healing people. Yes. So, and I work with a lot of physicians, yes. Actually, with a lot of physicians, a lot of coaches, mm-hmm. which is interesting. So coaches who even went through coaching schools, and some of the actually top coaching schools in US, but they looking for something more, right? So they're looking for something beyond what intellectual mind can explain. Yeah, they're looking for real answers. They're looking within, and so then they come to me. Yes, amazing. So it's been a lot of fun.
Oh wow! I mean, just even listening to you, it's just so soothing to listen to your voice, actually, and I can feel that your energy from across my Apple Mac, and I can feel that. I really can, and that's, I think, when you're sensitive and in tune. This is the fizz tingle that I talk about. It's the energy. Mm-hmm. It's the essence of when you have that connection, and it's intuition, your spidey senses, sixth sense, whatever you want to call it. I call it fizz tingle because, mm-hmm. I've just made up my own language essentially, but I can feel that, and it's just, I feel very nourished, actually. I'm not as giddy. I'm not fizzy pop giddy pants today because I'm not feeling very well, but I'm just in a very nice state of flow. So it's cool. It's lovely. It's absolutely beautiful.
And exactly what you just said, you are in your natural state of flow. And when you are in this state, you're being yourself, right? It's your
Yeah.
natural state of your
Yeah.
beingness, being in the flow.
Absolutely.
Because then things happen naturally. And as Diana just mentioned in comments, I agree, Diana. So it's so important to maintain our energy. And it's, not even protect, but maintain it, right? Having our energetic boundaries. And this is what I help physicians and coaches and empaths with. So I teach, how do you maintain your energetic boundaries where you can maintain compassion, right? And you still can be maintain neutrality and help people, but you are not taking it on. You're not taking it in your energy field.
Absolutely.
And so many, again, I see so many physicians who are having these problems, right? So they come home, they feel exhausted, or they have all sorts of pains and aches. And one of the reasons is because they take in all the patient's energy.
Absolutely.
So, and they're not aware of it. So most of the people, they're not aware this is what's happening. So, and another part, I have so many physicians coming to me and go, oh, how do you know, right? How do you see? How do you do what you do? How do you have your intuition? I don't have my intuition. I said, no, that's not true. No. You have that too. We all have it. It's just developing it.
Yes.
And this is another thing I'm helping people is working with people to help develop the intuition. So
I think that's amazing. I really do. And I actually, you've raised so many just fantastically juicy points. I mean, I'm going to try and get as much as I can in the time we have. And I think we're going to need a couple of extra parts, actually. But you're so right. And I think as physicians, we're inherently, not only physicians, healthcare providers, let's say, health professionals. You have this natural, you're drawn to the profession. You have a more often than not, you've got bucket loads of empathy, compassion, curiosity. These are the things that, you need to have grit and determination to get through med school and all the training years. But there is this initial, yes, I want to make a difference or help or whatever your passion is. And in doing so, this is what we're not taught in medical school. And this is why I'm so passionate about, like yourself, helping other people, not just my patients and clients, but particularly physicians. I know what it feels like when you're not in tune with your needs. I didn't even know what they were, to be honest. But when you're misaligned and your body talks to you the whole time, and exactly what you said, it's understanding what our physical health is saying, what that might mean underlyingly, what's the root cause of this, and it's being aware. I sort of liken it to being aware and taking notice, and then you're one step closer to going, hold on a sec, I'm feeling exhausted. Okay, let's go through a checklist of why. What can I do? Is it out of my control? Blah, blah, blah. And I think it's giving permission to not just physicians, actually, to people. You are so worthy of being in your bestest self and living the life that you really, truly want to and desire. And it's possible. And it's everything you say. And when we've spoken, it's just so aligned. It's I could talk about this for absolutely hours. I can see it in my face now. All of a sudden, I don't seem and feel as grey. I would just light up because it's energy. It's coming from my heart, and that's what it is. It's heart-centered care. And you're right. Your natural state is joy and love, and unconditional love. Not smoochy woochy stuff is great, but it's the unconditional love, which is the most powerful healing vibration going. But knowing how to really understand how to keep yourself topped up is key. Otherwise you're just gonna give until there's nothing left. And I think that's really, really crucial. What would you say is the most a handy tip, say, for example, for people who may be listening today, who might be going, "Ooh, I'm liking the sound of this conversation. Protect my energies. What does that mean?" If you could maybe just expand on that, I think that would be really useful.
Well, first is being aware of it, right? It just first is awareness, because like I was saying, so many people will not even have awareness of that.
Yeah.
So the minute you become aware and you start asking yourself, oh, is it my energy, right? What I'm experiencing, is it my energy, or am I picking it up from my patient? Am I picking it up from my next door neighbor? So, and the more attention you pay to it, right? You pay more attention, the more you will start discerning. And so this is, I would say, awareness is the first step. And then, let's say your usual state of you're happy-go-lucky person, right? And all of a sudden you start feeling sad, or you start feeling grief, and you think, wow, everything is going well in my life, right? Nobody transitioned, everything is flowing. Why all of a sudden I'm feeling sad or depressed even? And so then again, your light bulb goes on, and oh, okay, is it my energy? This is not mine, right? So, and again, it's, and this is what I teach people in my workshops, maintaining that awareness and maintaining neutrality. So where you can allow somebody to go what they're going through, and having a compassion, and knowing that whatever they're going through, they can come out, right? So just something temporarily. And there is such a bigger part to them than just what they're experiencing right now. Is it's depression, anger, frustration. So in a sense, you're holding a higher vision of who they are. And this is what compassion is about. And I teach people, okay, there is a difference between compassion and sympathy. So, and because they might not see that higher vision of themselves, because they, in a hole, right? But because you see the light of the tunnel for them, they will come out of it easier, right? So you're supporting them. And again, this is what I'm teaching my clients is you can choose how you want to feel.
Yes.
You can choose the energy you want to be in. So it's your conscious decision. So, and again, when you wake up in the morning, you can just decide, okay, I am going to experience joy. I'm going to experience happiness. So, and a lot of people think that my happiness depends on external circumstances. So let's say, okay, if I, win a lottery, right? Or I got some rewards in my job, or whatever it is, or I got a lot of money, it will make me happy, or I will find this elusive soulmate. This is like, I got a lot of it in my sessions. So about the soulmate. So, and and then they would think, okay, this person will make me happy. And that's not true, because the happiness and joy are inside of you. Exactly. So, and it's, I was just trying to find examples. Right now we're in a holiday season, and people going and looking for holiday gift, Christmas gifts. And let's say you want to find this special Christmas gift for the person you so love and adore. And you're on a mission, right? You set the decision, you set things in motion, and nothing will stop you if you really want to find it. So, if you don't have lack of time, or you think like, I don't have enough money, if this is important for you, you will find the means. So the same goes with deciding that you want to feel joyful, you want to feel happy, right? So you just have to put your attention in it. And slowly, the more you remind yourself, it will become more your natural state of beingness, regardless what's happening in the world around you.
Yeah.
So you might have turmoil around you, but you are maintaining this peace, right? This joy, this happiness. And because you're in that vibration, everybody else gets benefit from it.
Yes.
So because you being like a lighthouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're being light of the world. So people around you, they start matching your vibration. Yeah. Exactly. So and they start experiencing joy. Or they would be, oh, you know, you look so happy. What's your secret, right? So yes,
It's
exactly.
contagious. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yes.
That's the glitter. That's the glitter, that it sticks. And
Yes.
you don't even know or realize, but it does. It sticks, and it goes from one person to another. You've been glitterified or Nupified, and that's exactly it. It's absolutely. And I think, just to backtrack a little bit, because it is tough, you know, it can be really difficult. Life's not easy at all. And it might seem to other people, oh, you're really positive and really happy, and it's, oh my God. And then my patients used to say this all the time, in fact, you know, and I would act things out with them, because I'm such a, as you know, a past life, I was a very well-known stage actress, apparently, which totally makes sense. Yeah. But it is, people, you know, it's getting across that your thoughts don't have to govern you. You have the power to choose at any step of the way. And there are always options. There's always a choice. And it might not seem that this choice is anything I really wanted to do, but there is a choice. And it's holding yourself in, allowing yourself, I guess, to pause. And this is the crucial bit, because I think life can be so busy, and it is just, you know, go, 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 go. And it's always doing. You're doing this, and I have to go here, and I have to do this. And oh my goodness me, if I don't get this job, I'm a failure. And all this pressure. And actually, it's my fuck off, focus, breathe, and flip, akin to notice what you're feeling, name it, and reframe. And that's that whole process of taking notice of what it is you're feeling. And that's perfectly fine if you're feeling crappy or not great. Nobody's expecting people just to suddenly switch a switch on and just basically go, I'm now going to be happy. It takes time, and it's not easy, but it's giving people those tools to go, okay, well, when we start looking at, okay, what am I grateful for? What can I really draw into here that makes me feel loved and worthy in all of this? That's when you can start crafting your own happiness, essentially, and that positivity. And I always say to my patients or clients, tune in to you, not what your mind is saying, what your heart is saying. And it's this tiny little voice, and it's trying to tell you, I want to do more of this. Come on, come on. Follow your heart and what lights you up. What are your passions? What is it that you love doing? And all of a sudden, your world starts to open up. And it's that ability to just observe, as well, as Diana has just said. Things pass. It doesn't have to define you, the negative thoughts and feelings. Just like, you know, in my brand story, the storm, it passes. The storms always pass. And it might take a day, it might take longer. Yeah, and it's then knowing about that flow process. Sorry, I've been talking for ages now. Sorry.
No, that's great.
Totally on a roll.
You're so absolutely right. And again, it takes practice. So it just, and sometimes I tell people, well, fake it until you make it. So in the beginning, you're just going like, oh my God, things are so tough, right? And I'm like, okay, if it helps you to start laughing, even if it's in the beginning, you have to laugh through the tears, right? So, but when you do that, you start shifting the energy. Or let's say,
raising
jump
your
up and down.
Exactly. It's raising your vibration. Yes.
Yes.
From the denser frequencies, which is sadness, grief. Obviously, we can't change that, but it's recognizing these are the anger, resentment, jealousy. All of these are very heavy energies, and it's tuning into lighter things, you know, happiness, laughter. Absolutely. It's one of the best medicines going.
Exactly. And again, what brings you joy, like what you were mentioning? So what is it for you? Maybe it's walking in the forest. For somebody else, it's painting, cooking beautiful meal, beautiful meal with your family. So, and having more of these activities which you enjoy. And so then it again reinforces you to be in the beautiful flow.
Yeah.
And when we were kids, you wake up in the morning, and a lot of times, kids wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. We're like, oh, ta-da!
Yes.
This is a new day. This is a beautiful world.
Still do.
Exactly. And I do the
I'm
same
like,
thing.
hi everybody, hello world, come on. No, I'm not as bad as that, but it's true.
So,
it's returning to that positive state, isn't it?
And then it's okay, ta-da!
Yeah.
Let's have some miracles. Let's have some joy.
Oh, yes.
And especially in this time, is in the holiday season, I see a lot of loneliness. There's a lot of celebration, but there is also a lot of loneliness.
Yeah.
So
and loneliness is, it's hope. I think, yes, we need a part 2 for sure. We've run out. I can't believe we've run out of time. I don't feel like we've we've literally scratched the surface. That's not fair.
Oh. Yeah, so before we wrap up, so just what I was going to say, just reach out to people, right?
Yes.
Talk to somebody you never talked to, right? So we all have stories to share, and just extend your kindness and extend your light, and just know you're never alone, and smile.
Practice smiling. Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's like, hi, hello. Just look at yourself in the mirror, and you feel like an absolute idiot. It feels really dumb, but I'm sorry, how can you not smile back? I'll be like, oh my God, I look like a freak, but that makes me giggle. So that's okay. Let's smile. Why not? And it is contagious. And it does, you don't know, smiling at somebody else, what that might mean to them. And that act of giving in itself makes you feel all fuzzy and warm. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to. Oh, it's not fair, Ross. Okay. Just tell everybody how they can get hold of you. How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so they can find me on my website, DivinewellnessMD.com. Link on Instagram, and send me a message. I will be happy to connect.
Oh, and anything new coming up very quickly? Any new projects or things?
A lot of projects coming up. Yes, teaching physicians how to develop intuition, how maintain the energetic boundaries.
Yes.
And so I have a lot of workshops coming in, and continue working one-on-one with my clients. And I'm looking at launching a group coaching. So which would be intuitive transformational group coaching.
I love it. We need to get together on this. Yes, definitely. And you must keep me posted about the dolphin energy thing that you're going to be doing as well.
Oh, yes. I was talking about the teaching workshop, healing with dolphin energies. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for joining me today. And I really do need you to come back on, in the new year. So I'm going to book you. And I'll join you later in the green room to say goodbye, but I'm going to schedule part 2 for January. I think we could all do with a bit of blast of healing, I think.
Yes, I think this would be a great idea. I will be happy to be back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Loved it. And don't go anywhere. I'll come and join you very soon.
Sounds great.
Oh, gosh, that went so quickly. I'm sure time's just literally flying by. Anyway, that was just a mere taster, to be honest, but there is so much more we can discuss and share with you. And a lot of what Oxana and I were talking about is my F-list framework, essentially. And this is how you can recognize your needs, maintain that balance, and know how to replenish them. And so if anybody is thinking, oh, gosh, I want to know more, just get in touch, book a call. My details are going to be on the show notes. You can find me on LinkedIn pretty much. I have 2 live stream shows, Live with the Glitter Practitioner, which is every Monday at 8 o'clock BST, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And then my other show, which I co-host with Diana Londoño, is every other Tuesday at 7:30, I think. Yeah, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 3:30, I think. Oh my God, my head's going all crazy. But yeah, Russ will put all the details up anyway. But we have a show tomorrow, and it's going to be amazing. It's again very holistically minded. A physician's coming on. I'm not going to say anymore. Come and watch us. Come and join in the fun. And you can also find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I've already said here. Yeah, that's pretty much it, as the Glitter Practitioner. So have a wonderful week. Please look after your needs. If you're feeling a little bit run down, a little bit, take some time out and rest up. Plenty of fluids, lots of steam inhaling. I'm actually saying this more for myself. And have an amazing week. And I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.